In today's video, I'm going to be cleaning up this Mercedes S-Class and adding some protection to it. As always, I'll be using the help of some products which have been kindly sent to test out. Some I've purchased myself, and all of them though I will be giving you my honest thoughts on throughout the video. I kicked things off on the wheels using Squid Ink Citrus, and I used 100ml of products into about 1500ml of water in my IK sprayer in order to give those a proper pre-wash. The chemicals that I used to actually contact clean the wheels were Yum Undress and Built Hamber Auto Wheel, both of which are very capable and potent products, which had no trouble at dealing with the ingrained dirt and brake dust on these wheels. For some added slickness, I did pop some shampoo in the bucket as well. This particular one is Performance People Frontline, which is the same one that I'm going to be using for the contact wash later on in the video. In order to pre-wash the paintwork, I again went in with Squid Ink Citrus, and I sprayed that on all the lower sections which were the most dirty. After giving that a couple of minutes to dwell, I then layered my snow foam over the top. In this case, I am using Carbon Collective Ultima Snow Foam, and I went for a 1:9 dilution of this. The citrus is what's doing the heavy lifting here and removing a lot of the grime and dirt on those lower sections, and then the cleaner areas of the vehicle were getting a good soak using the snow foam. Carbon Collective's Ultimus Snow Foam doesn't have as much cleaning ability as their Ultimus Plus, which is the alkaline one, So this snow foam for me is more of a summer snow foam, or one that you would use in a similar situation like this to extend the dwell time of a stronger product underneath. If you are enjoying the video so far, then it would be brilliant if you could drop it a like. It does really help push the video out there to more people, and it's always greatly appreciated. And also, if you are new here, then it would be great if you could consider subscribing too. As mentioned previously, the shampoo of choice for the contact wash was Performance People Frontline. I went for about 25ml in the bucket, and that's plenty in order to get a lot of slickness and good cleaning ability too. This shampoo does work equally well if you want to apply it in a foam lance, in which case I would recommend a roughly 1:9 dilution, but on the day I just went for a 2 bucket method. As on a vehicle like this, I find it a touch faster, as with it being quite large, the shampoo can start to drip off the panels if you don't get around the car quick enough. After I'd finished up with the contact wash, I did also want to give this car a chemical decon, as it is a very high mileage vehicle. I started things off by using CarPro's Iron X, and there was a decent amount of iron fallout on this car. This is no surprise due to it doing a lot of motorway miles and having pretty big brakes as well. I dried off the lower sections and then went in with the tar remover. In this case, it's Decon tar. Now this isn't the strongest one I've ever used, but it does do a decent job. You may find though, if you've got some particularly stubborn tar spots, that this might require a second hit. I also noticed that there was quite a lot of water spot contamination on this car, and I could see that by the way that the water was kind of behaving on the panels. So I went in with CarPro Spotless and some CarPro D-Scale shampoo on my wash mitt, and I worked that into the paintwork. It did a good job at helping to lift some of this contamination, without going a step further and machine polishing the paintwork. So this should just help the protection that I'm going to be applying later bond a little bit better. The protection product that I went for today was Decon Wax. Now I don't really apply waxes that often, but the conditions were pretty good for it on the day, so I decided to go for it, and I thought it would really help this paintwork pop a bit more. This product is nice and easy to both apply and remove, so even on a larger vehicle like this it wasn't too much trouble. The water beading and sheeting is also just as good as it gets really. The only disadvantage of this wax is that you do have to let it sit on the panel for about half an hour before buffing it off. So I have to be mindful on which days that I apply this on, so I can't do it on days where it's windy or particularly dusty, and save it instead for conditions like this. The tyre dressing that I went for today is Geon's Tyre Express. I find this one really quite easy to apply. It does actually leave quite a glossy finish if you don't knock it back with a microfiber. It's not something you'll notice on first application, but if you leave it around 5 or 10 minutes, it will start to gloss up. It can be applied to both wet and dry tyres, which is a fairly unique characteristic, and the consistency of it pairs well with most sidewalls.